Hi everyone, Happy New Year's Eve. It's Etiquette Connoisseur. So, you were invited to a New Year's Eve event. Hopefully, you were practicing your good manners and you replied to the invitation, whether it was by phone, by text, or by mail, snail mail or email. You answered whether yes, you are attending, or no, you are sorry, you will not be attending. Please, if you have not done so, you still have time to answer. If you are attending, or I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, but I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be there. And if you are not going to go, please still contact them. I am, saying that I regret that I would not be able to attend. Now, this is very important because hosts like to know how many people are going to show up so that they can properly prepare for the event. Think about it. They need to know how many people they have to cater for, how many place settings, how much food, how much drink and glassware and stuff like this. So please be considerate to reply. You still have time. Now, if you were not told what dress is going to be, contact them now. Contact them and ask them what sort of party it is if you were not told. It may be a costume party. And if it's a costume party and you show up in, just clothes, you will be out of place. And you don't want that. If it's a formal event and you show up in casual wear, then you will stick out like a sore thumb. And the reverse, if it's very casual and you come all dressed up, it's going to be a little strange. It's better to be more dressed than it's to be more casual. So if you're going to err on the side of being more well presented. If it's a costume party, you still have time to find some sort of costume that's good to show up to this party. These can be very exciting parties and so much fun. Now, ask if they need anything for you to bring. They probably need some napkins or some cups or some ice. You can do that if it is good for you, if it's something you want to do. Think of a host gift. If the person is very casual and he likes a lot of board games or card games, you can bring something along those lines. If they are very formal and they go to the opera or to museums a lot, think about something that's more formal and would be suitable for them. A box of white handkerchiefs is a lovely present for somebody like that. It never is too much and it doesn't cost a lot. So also you can bring along with you champagne if you wish, or if you know that the party you are going to is going to be well stocked and you don't have to take any drinks with you, that's fine. But if you want to take something, you don't have to bring champagne. You can bring a spumante, a cava, or a prosecco. When you show up to the party, be sure do not come early and do not come exactly on time. Give the host about 15 minutes to finish getting ready. Say the party is 8 o'clock. Show up at 8:15. When you show up on time or early, it flusters the host. Now, when you come there, and if it's not the host opening the door, be sure to go look for them. Thank them for inviting you. Say hello to a few people around the room. Don't just stick to the person you came with. If you see someone who's alone, by all means, go introduce yourself. Be a little sociable and find out, who they are and how they know the host, things like that. If you are open to doing this. If not, and you yourself are timid, that's fine. If you do go talk to someone and you feel like they don't want to be bothered talking, you can gracefully exit. It was very nice to meet you. I'll see you another time, right? And go find other people to talk with. Now, while you are at the party, no getting drunk. You don't want to be drunk at any party, but especially parties where your colleagues are, your workmates, your bosses. This is very embarrassing to be remembered as the person who was drunk at the party. Don't eat too much either. When you are going to eat, practice good etiquette by waiting to be invited to sit. They may have assigned seats, and if you go and you take a chair that's not assigned for you, it's sort of a little embarrassing for you to have to move. So wait to be invited. Also wait for the host to tell you when to start eating. Right? They may want to eat with the guests, or they may be busy and have to ask you to start. Just wait. Remember to place your napkin on your lap, never as a bib. The only time you use a napkin as a bib is when you are going to have lobster. No other time. You are an adult and you can keep your clothes from being soiled. The napkin is for the lap so that you prevent food from falling or crumbs. Now, when you at the table setting, remember, if this place setting is more formal, you are going to find the forks on the left, the knives on the right. If you see a large spoon on the right, it's for soup. If you see a smaller spoon on the right, it's for coffee. If you see a fork on the right, it's a fish fork or oyster fork. That's the only fork you're going to see on the right. And if you see at the 12 o'clock position a little fork and a spoon, that's for dessert. So keep that in mind. And when you are eating, be sure to chew quietly. Swallow before speaking to someone. If someone asks you a question, wait, just indicate like that you're still chewing. Swallow and then talk. When you want a drink, swallow your food and then drink. You don't want food particles falling into your drink. It looks very unsightly. Now, you want to blow your nose, get up from the table, go and do things like that in private. You want to pick your teeth, you want to apply lipstick afterwards, go to the restroom. That is a private affair. Do not ever comb your hair at the table. Hair and food do not mix well. And it's kind if you hold a chair open, whether you are female or male, it's kind for you to pull a chair for someone who is a lady or an elderly person. That's very kind. If you see someone with packages, you can offer to help them. Even though it's a party, you can still be sociable like that. I know many people know this. However, some of you listening may not know that you can offer to help someone that you do not know. If you are around French people, do not hug them. Shake their hands. Or just say, hello, nice to meet you. If you are with Hispanic people, they love to hug a lot. And you may feel smothered, but just let it be. They like to embrace a lot, and you may find it strange, but think about different sorts of cultures. If with more American people, they would tend to shake hands when meeting you. Keep your drink in your left hand when standing so that you can keep your right hand free for shaking. Okay? If you are having a little treat in your saucer, you have a little dessert or something in the saucer, keep the saucer in the left hand and your right hand free for shaking. And enjoy yourself, be sociable, and when you are leaving, say thank you to the host and goodbye. When you have decided that you've declared that you're leaving, be sure to leave promptly. Do not keep the host back talking and being away from their other guests or from their responsibilities. When you, after the party, tomorrow or the next day, you can send a text, you can make a short telephone call, or write a note and say thank you so much for having me at your party. I really had fun, right? Whether it was a lot of fun or not, you still ought to say thank you so that they will consider you again as a guest. And if you do not wish to be a guest again, it's still manually to say thank you. So this is my little tidbit for you today to be a better guest at a New Year's Eve event. Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon.